What's going on, guys? Jacob Worth back here with another video of Jacob's Life in Vegas, coming to you guys on a beautiful sunset evening right now here in Southern Nevada. Heck, that's part of what we're going to be talking about in this video for a little bit, okay? So here I am at a local park. You can see there's people out here enjoying their local life, which for some of you watching this video are going to be locals in the future. Then obviously you can see a whole bunch of the fun touristy stuff even back behind me even more. So here's what we're talking about in this video today. This is going to be for those of you looking to retire. And I'm going to give you 8 reasons why I think you should retire here in Las Vegas. So please subscribe to the channel because there's going to be more content, local life and that kind of thing, like I've been doing for years here on this channel coming in the future. So I want to give you guys 8 reasons why you should come and retire here in Las Vegas, Nevada. See if I can present a little bit of an argument that maybe you haven't heard or change your perception of Vegas. So as we jump into this, the first reason, the weather. You're looking at it right now. A little bit windy right now, but it's great. You know, I mean, most of the year we have great weather here in Southern Nevada. Don't believe the crap that people say about it's, you know, ridiculously hot 8 months out of the year. No, it's not, okay? June, July, August, yeah, you're definitely gonna get the heat. Maybe into summer, September, if it goes a little longer. But usually, yeah, we get that heat June, July, August. The fall is arguably the best time of year. I mean, September, October, November, great. Even into December oftentimes. Wintertime, you get like the December, especially like second half of December. January, February, it does get quote unquote cold. Because if you're watching this and you live in like New York or Wisconsin or Canada or something, then your idea of cold is different than ours here. But at night it can get below freezing, but even during the wintertime, it's usually great during the daytime. Sun is out. When that sun's out during the day, December, January, February, you could be shorts, t-shirt, jeans, t-shirt, great outdoor weather. And the springtime is really nice as well. Probably the second best, I would say, after the fall. Just that the spring does get a little bit windy here, and then, you know, April's our windiest month of the year. Then the summertime, we actually do have some monsoons that come here to Southern Nevada. So, you know, just kind of depends though. Some 2 years ago in the summer we had none. It was kind of bizarre. But for the most part, especially depending on if you're coming from a place that has bad weather, you're going to be loving the weather here in Las Vegas. The second reason why you should retire here in Las Vegas, Nevada, is because of the entertainment options we have. Now, I don't just mean what you see behind me, right? The casinos, right? You know, we have entertainment options for you, okay? I'm talking entertainment options for you, but you know, you have the casinos, of course, you have the restaurants, you have live music, lounges, shows, you know, just about anything you could think of, right, is going to be found like right here, either on that street or somewhere here in the Vegas area. So there's plenty of entertainment options just for you, all right? Now, you have plenty of those, but also it brings me to the third point that you should think of retiring here in Las Vegas is because if you have family visiting, okay? So family visiting here, and say you want to entertain them, all right? Now I'm talking family visiting, everything from, you know, you have adult children, your children are grown and adults and they have their own kids, so you've got grandkids coming. And, you know, there's plenty of stuff that's fun here to do in Las Vegas with your grandkids, whether we're talking, you know, 3-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 7-year-olds, or we're talking, you know, they're teenagers, they're 15, 17 years old, you know, it's not so cool to hang out with mom and dad and grandma and grandpa, that kind of thing. There's plenty of stuff that you can do that even might get the teenagers to smile and enjoy themselves, okay? So some of these things you can do are, you know, for this age range. I mean, you could take them to water parks, right? We have several water parks here in the Las Vegas area. One in Henderson, and we have one in the southwest part of Las Vegas. We've got roller coasters here, right over to New York. You could take them to the Adventure Dome over at Circus. They've got roller coasters, they've got games you can play, all that kind of fun stuff. You could take them to a shooting range, right? Especially the teenagers, right? You know, something that gets your adrenaline pumping that's real exciting. You know, at the Range 702, where I did a video, they have to be at least 10 years old with a guardian, okay? Of course, they do have to have a guardian with them. So you could definitely take some teenagers to the shooting range and, hey, let them have some fun. You know, Pinball Hall of Fame, right? Arcade, Golden Knights game, a Raiders game. I mean, you have options for that when you do have family coming to visit here that, you know, say, you know, your child, you know, say your son and his wife, you know, your daughter-in-law, they want to go spend a day having fun on the strip and you take the grandkids, you've got no shortage of choices. You could take the grandkids of all ages to do fun things here in Southern Nevada. Now, family visiting is going to bring me to my fourth point in this video, because what we have here when it comes to our airport here in Las Vegas makes it easy for you to travel domestic and international if you need to to areas all over the country, even all over the Americas, whether it's Canada, Mexico, or even farther south. I mean, we have, over 40 million people a year come here to Las Vegas, okay? So the Las Vegas airport that we have, I mean, is used to processing millions and millions and millions of people. And you have tons and tons of flight options, all kinds of places, lots of major cities, even some smaller cities, and that kind of thing. So if you want to go see family and you're living here in Las Vegas, you can catch flights to so many places. I mean, it's just a really great airport to be out of, and you can, live very comfortably in a quiet neighborhood 10, 15, 20 minutes from the airport. You don't have to live hours away. The fifth reason you should retire here in Las Vegas, the sun is setting more and more on us right now, is the fact that we have no state income tax, right? That's a big one for a lot of people who are retiring because your retirement income is going to go further. So, and that's even better, say if you're going to be coming here and you want to get a part-time job, or you're bringing a business with you that you own. You've had a business you've owned for years. Maybe you do consulting or something like that. And, by moving from the state you're in now to Nevada, you're going to be able to save some extra money, on your business. So you're going to be able to keep more of your income, in your retirement years. So the fact that you have no state income tax is big for a lot of people, because some states, they won't tax your retirement income or pension or, things like that. Nevada we just don't have a state income tax. Okay, so that's another great option for you to come and retire here in Nevada. The sixth reason you should retire here in Southern Nevada, in the Las Vegas area, is the fact that we have low property taxes. That's another one. People know that we have no state income tax. That's a big draw. But we have also low property taxes here. Now, the sales tax is higher because, right, the state government's got to get revenue somehow, right? And those are kind of like the big three for states to get money, right? Is sales tax, property tax, or an income tax. So in Nevada, we have no state income tax. We have low property tax, but then our sales tax is higher because a lot of that comes from the Strip right over there. The Strip downtown, lots of the tourists pay that. So the sales tax is a bit higher, but again, I mean, that's, going to affect you more. The more you spend, the more that's going to affect you. Now, according to smartasset.com, Nevada's property tax rates are actually among the lowest in the U.S. So the state average effective property tax rate is 0.53%, which is well below the national average of actually just over 1%. 1.07 is the national average. Now, Clark County's property tax is 0.65%. So Clark County's property tax, we're here in Southern Nevada where I live, is a little bit higher than the state level property tax, but both of those are still well below the national average as far as property tax. So if you were to put that into perspective of some math, let's say you have a $300,000 home in Clark County, then your property tax for the year is going to be around $1,950 for the year. Less than $2,000. You got a $300,000 home here in Clark County. The seventh reason you should retire here in Southern Nevada is when it comes to moving here, when it comes to living here, and finding a place to live, the amount of options you have when it comes to where and how you want to live, the lifestyle you want to live. So obviously Vegas is known, right, for people coming, right, partying, drinking, gambling, right, all that kinds of stuff. But you can come here and live in a very quiet and peaceful life in a tight-knit community here. There are lots of neighborhoods, believe it or not, where people in the neighborhood have lived there for years, and the people know each other very well. It's one of the big gripes you'll hear online is people say, well, no one knows their neighbors. Well, go meet them. Okay, and there are neighborhoods and communities where people have lived here a long time. The people in the neighborhood know each other well. They're a tight-knit community. Lots of the neighborhoods here, lots of these master plan communities have like a calendar where they will schedule out different events just for people who live in the community. So you have great chances to get to know your neighbors and meet other people that you're living near. So if you do want quiet, obviously, Vegas, this is unincorporated Clark County where I'm standing in right now, but you're here, you can see how close I am to the Strip and the Orleans here. This is a relatively quiet area. If you want to go to the Southwest, like Enterprise or Mountain's Edge, those neighborhoods, right, they're away from the Strip. They're still, not a very far drive, but it's quiet over there, okay? If you want to go to the Northwest, it gets even more quiet. Northwest is probably one of the better kept secrets because it gets overshadowed by Summerlin a whole lot. Now, speaking of Summerlin, they do probably have the best reputation. They're the most well-known neighborhood in all of Southern Nevada. And, their downtown area has grown a lot with Red Rock Resort, with the downtown mall, the Aviators Ballpark. the Vegas Golden Knights practice facility, all that kind of thing. But you know, you may not be big on Summerlin. Maybe you want to go to Henderson, where Henderson's just known for being quiet in general. And it's got a reputation for being a very safe city to live in. It's right next to Las Vegas. So another option you have is in North Las Vegas, right? And a lot of locals, you look online, there'll be all kinds of negativity about North Las Vegas, you know, having this bad reputation. But North Las Vegas has grown so much over the years. There's so many brand new neighborhoods and brand new developments that are just a few years old. And because a lot of people still have a bad image of North Las Vegas in their head, you know, you can get more bang for your buck when it comes to house there. You can find a bigger home in North Las Vegas, and the price you would pay for that would be much larger than what you would get in Summerlin. So you can be up there, and if you're still actually close to downtown, if you like your quiet, you can be up there in the quiet up in North Las Vegas. You have fun things to do. You have entertainment options. I mean, you're really not that far away from just about anything here in the Vegas Valley. So if you want to go to North Las Vegas, that could be a good option for you as well. Also, if you want to be even farther out, then you could go to Boulder City. That's a little bit farther away from Henderson and from the Vegas area. You could even go to Mesquite if you want. I mean, you're much closer to, you know, Arizona and Utah if you're over there in Mesquite. But maybe you want to be farther away, but you still want to have that option to come down to Vegas every so often if you do want to have a little more fun. The next reason we'll talk about why you should retire here in Las Vegas. If you're retiring from a large city, like a large metro area, you've been to Los Angeles most of your life, New York City, Chicago, Portland, Seattle, you know, Miami, things like that, then, you know, your cost of living is going to be lower here, okay? I did see a list of Las Vegas, it was a list of, I think, 15 cities? It wasn't the 15 biggest cities, but maybe it was 25 biggest, something like that, and Las Vegas was on it. And Las Vegas was about the middle, I would say, as far as cost of living expenses. And I think it was from 2019 or maybe 2020. So, you know, for an area this big, the cost of living is pretty good, okay? Like the cities I mentioned earlier, you know, if you're coming here from San Jose, San Francisco, some of those places, you're going to be like pleasantly surprised at how much cheaper the cost of living is here. When it comes to Southern Nevada, plus the fact that we have the no state income tax, low property tax, all that kind of stuff, you know, really helps out when you're in your retirement years and, you know, you would like to have a lower cost of living. You'd like to be paying less in taxes and all those kinds of things. And the final reason you should retire here in Southern Nevada, I'll give, and this, I'm in a nice outdoor setting right now, is the outdoor activities that we have. So if you're someone who's been, you know, active your whole life, or you've gotten more active and then maybe into outdoor things or hiking as you've gotten older, we definitely have plenty of things like that here in Southern Nevada. So, you know, if you love to go hiking, you can go all over. You can go out obviously to Red Rock. You can go hike out like Boulder City, Hoover Dam area. I mean, Valley of Fire, you can go there. You can go to Utah. Lots of people go to Utah. You can even go to California, like the San Bernardino National Forest. Tons and tons of hiking options all over the place, right? We have the Grand Canyon that's not that far away. You can go to Mount Charleston, you can go ride ATVs in the desert, you want to go horseback riding, you can take plenty of day trips, weekend trips to different places. I mean, you know, we have hidden gems all over the southwest part of the country if you're into that outdoor kind of life. And of course, you know, like I mentioned earlier, we do have good weather for a large portion of the year. So if you're an outdoor person, you like to go to the lake, you like to go hike, you want to hit the mountains, you know, whatever the case may be, you got it here in Southern Nevada. So that's going to be it for this video, talking about why you should look to retire here in Southern Nevada. Remember, if you guys do need a realtor, there's a link down below. I know a good realtor and mortgage lender if you happen to need both here in Las Vegas that will definitely help guide you step by step through the process on your move here to Southern Nevada. That's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'm Jacob. This is My Life in Vegas.